The biggest motivation was for me like the first competition, and the time of the competition was not that much important, but they give me the pokal that bring me to the level where I am now. This small thing, it motivated me like crazy. I was so lucky,
Yeah.
Let me tell you, like when I was in the refugee home, so we was only like 5%. And then I was boring, like, nobody was talking even in English. So it wasn't my plan to be a professional. My plan was like to find a friend. I came like alone without my mom, my sisters, dad, everything. I was just alone. And I just found some friends and family, so that I feel good. If it doesn't happen, if you just drop out somewhere, like why you lose everything. But if you done it, like wow, I deserve, it pays off. It's cool.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Colin Jackson and I'm your host today, and I'm so excited to introduce our guest. Amanal Petros is one of the best long distance runners on the planet, and we are going to catch up with him right now. Amanal, it's a huge pleasure to be sitting alongside you.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. I'm so happy to see you.
So you said there that you're born in East Africa. You represent Germany now. And what was it like moving from East Africa to Germany?
Yeah, I came as a refugee 2012. And I always loved to run, like even when I was home, when I was a child. So we just go like 6K to school and a 6K back to home. So which is there like 12 kilometers. And we never feel like tired, we a lot of students, so we just communicated with something and then we go running and walking. That's like how I spent even when I was a child. I think I just grow with this. Running was always like my passion,
Yeah.
And I just take it when I came like as a refugee to Germany, and it was my big goal just to go outside and to find friends, to communicate with them, especially to learn the German language.
Of course, yeah.
The mentality, the culture.
Yeah.
To change something with the people. That was one of the beautiful things I decided. And I can't tell you, like, I was so lucky, I found people. And at the beginning, I was like a football player. You cannot imagine, right? I know.
I'm surprised now.
I know. I just played 1 year long in the football club, and the coach was absolutely not happy. And I say, Mr. Petros, he just run the whole time. Please do something, And they was like very big.
Yeah.
Even the leg.
Yeah.
I have like a chicken leg,
No calves. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they push me one time,
You were falling. Yeah.
like 3 meters long, no? And from in runs, I was the better one.
Yeah.
I couldn't play in the middle like for 1 hour even.
Yeah.
No problem. The tactic, he was not happy. I mean, for my childhood, like for the people, which is I grow with them, was enough.
Yeah.
But not like for the European.
Yeah.
That's why he was not happy.
Well, part of that, are we stuck to running?
Yeah.
The most sensible thing in the end. You mentioned about that, the running, you finding yourself there, because the running community is very
Absolutely.
accepted. So it was a way for you to socialize,
Yes.
learn the language, let's just say, picked up the culture side of it in that sense. But did you ever think that it was going to be you, the trailblazer, the person who becomes the record holder ever? Because it was a record that stood for some time.
The biggest motivation was for me like the first competition when I was 17, like it's a year later. And the time of the competition was not that much important, not that much like faster. I just ran 36 minutes for 10K. And I just broke the road record.
Yeah.
But nobody was there. I was almost alone. I just ran with the MP drive player.
Wow.
I was so motivated. And I get like a pokal that bring me to the level where I am now. This small thing, it motivated me like crazy. They give me the pokal, and then I was in the newspaper too. The newspaper is in right my hand, and the pokal is in my left. I was running away in the city, and then showing the people, especially my teachers. I was so lucky,
Yeah.
And I was motivated. No, wow, okay, it's work, you know? And then I found a club, and then I was running with them like a group. It's one of the best magic, the best thing, like to found a group and a running community, to enjoy them, to discuss, to running, make sport. Like, you know, after you work hard from school or from work, after the, you know, you have a lot of stress. It's like a part of life, you know?
Yeah.
So it's one of the best things, like you go outside, like in the evening, you run with friends, you meet. That's the best thing. But I remember this pokal and newspaper I had at this time. It's still, I have a lot of pokal and medals, even from European Championship, from German.
Yeah.
But the one, what I get before 12, 30 years, it's like over.
It's the one. It's
Yes,
the
it's
one.
the number one.
Yeah.
Like I have like huge ceremony for the pokals.
Yeah.
She's the first one. And they asking like, what is this? It doesn't even look like professional. It doesn't even look like very,
Yeah.
no. It is, it
But the
doesn't look.
attachment of the emotion of that.
That bring me to the level of I run now 2 German record holder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. Did you ever think of yourself being a professional athlete?
No. Let me tell you, like when I was in the refugee home, so we was only like 5%. And it was like very huge refugee home. And then I was boring, like, you know, nobody was talking even in English. So it wasn't my plan to be a professional. My plan was like to find a friend. I came like alone without my mom, my sisters, dad, everything. I was just alone. And I just found some friends and family, you know, so that I feel good. But, you know, sometimes like when the rain is coming and there is no way, but he found a way to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Like, it was just like, I meet the friend and then he say, wow, you really run good. In which club you run? But I never been in the club. And he was in the club. And he say, oh, okay, then let me invite you to my birthday. And there was like 90.9% only runners.
Yeah.
To compare with the football players,
yeah.
even how they close, everything was completely different.
Yeah.
And they invite me. That's like how I came like step by step.
And then you had that family.
And then I am here with you.
Yeah.
And you are the amazing athlete, very famous. Like you say, I'm sitting here. That's incredible, you know?
But your hard work, your dedication, your commitment, and your ability has found you where you are today. I mean, we can talk about the last marathon that you just did, London. You must be happy with it. The result?
Yes, I'm happy. I mean, I can't tell you, it's still painful. Even my ass is very tight. But I was happy. I mean, like, the atmosphere was so amazing. I never see like that. You know, when I was running, like, I was trying to close my ear. It's crazy. That's crazy. You know, that gave me also motivation. And I say like, okay, I will work hard again. I will come next year too.
You know that I come from the world of sprints, right? So there are conditions that we consider to be quite perfect for us to be able to get the ultimate performance. If you felt that there's the conditions that's perfect for you to get your ultimate performance there, have you run in it? Have you experienced it? Or is it still something you think, if I get it 5 degrees cooler, blah, blah, blah?
That's one of the biggest challenge. I can tell you, like, you guys very lucky. I mean, you have a lot of choice. I mean, you run today, and then you can run even in 3 days.
Yeah.
It's not a problem, you know?
Yeah.
But we marathon athletes, we have only 3 choices in the year, or maybe 2. And that's by the way, very tough. You know, we work like 200 kilometers per week, or maybe more.
I can't even imagine running for 2 a year. Never mind a week.
So let me tell you, like when I prepare like for London, I'm preparing for London since middle of December. Can you imagine this one? It's December, January, February, April, like 4 months long. You prepare for the competition 4 months, 5 months long. Do you know what happened when you drop out? Because of a different thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because of the weather, or you have some flu, something is accident.
Out of your control.
Do you know what you lose? It's not because of the financially, the mental, the time, the energy. And that's crazy, you know, to lose this everything is tough. And then you just only run one competition for the thing you work for 4 months, 5 months long.
Yeah.
And it means like you cannot use a competition like 3 or 2 days later, like you guys.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You need to wait like 2 months long
Yeah.
and then working for it, you know. I mean, like you have to work first in the office or somewhere in the business to make you strong again financially.
Yeah. Yeah. And to get your mind back.
A mind map, that's one of the toughest thing. You know, you destroyed completely from the training. I mean, let me tell you, it's not like healthily what we're doing, to be honest. I know, I love to
Come on,
run.
we're supposed to be encouraging people to run now. Tell them it's super healthy.
I know, it's no, we go sometimes like very over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's of course healthily.
Yeah.
That's why like running is I'm honest, like it's not only business, it's also my passion, you know. I love to run. I love to go outside in the fresh air with the different people. That will never change even. Like I will keep going for always. And making me happy, even like mind, like making me stress free. That's one of the best option even. But it's sometimes like a lot of risky. If it's success, then it's perfect. You're happy, yeah.
Yeah.
But this life, like sometimes it can be success, you know.
It's impossible.
And then the mental is one of the strong thing. You need to accept it, and then you try to keep going.
Yeah.
And that's all to manage is like not easy. And I have a big respect for them. The people they survive, they keep going. You know, everything is possible. They think everything is possible. No. Yesterday I fell down, and tomorrow I'll keep going.
Stand up and go
Yes,
again. Yeah.
that makes you strong, you know.
Yeah. What has been, and this is going to be really kind of a strange question to ask in a way, because you've answered it in many ways, but like, what's been your biggest challenge? Because you have your career
Yeah.
that, you know, like you said, you weren't expected in that sense. You arrive in Germany as a refugee. You have to learn a new language. You have to get used to a new culture. I think of all those different stories. I wonder if you can put your finger on the biggest challenge of the lot.
Yeah. I think it's, do you know why? I grow with my mom, and I love so much my mom. She grew me, like she bring me to the level. And it was really not easy, like to move away from her. And, you know, there was like a war for a long time in home in Tigray. That's which is where I come from. And that was really not easy. Like it is like always war in war. And I was worrying always. That's like the most huge challenge for me. Like I always scared and afraid. And especially now for the last 2 years, it was like a very big war. And then I couldn't even reach out per phone, telephone. Everything was blocked. You cannot fly, you cannot call, you cannot drive, like nothing, you know. And that was one of the biggest challenge for me, especially when I was prepared for Tokyo Marathon. But that made me also like very strong, you know, like so that I didn't give up, you know. You know, sport is like the Olympic, the 5 rings. It's like because of the 5 continents. It's because of democracy, like freedom to be together. That's like that's the symbol, right?
Yeah.
And I will run like in Tokyo in Olympic, and then that give me like a lot of energy. And I know that my mom also pray for me to arrive this goal. And in the other side was the biggest challenge. I couldn't even accept it. And the other side, I was decide always, no, I will never, ever give up. I have to keep going.
Yeah.
And I always remember this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, the other thing was also a big challenge. But, you know, I didn't come without reason.
Yeah. No, I get that. I understand.
You know, I didn't have nothing. This chance, I never had this chance in home.
Yeah.
And when I came to Germany, I found a friend's family.
Okay.
They take me like a son. They take me like a friend, and I didn't even have any shoes or something. They give me shoes. Here, this is my second shoes, third shoes, and I just take them. Even second hand, no problem. So that's like how they support me. And then I say, "Oi, if you give me this one, if you support me like this, if you hug me like a brother and son and a friend, so there is no reason to look back. You know, I'm already here. That was the thing. For example, I will never ever forget, even for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what's interesting, because all those challenges, you know, that we pointed out, people would struggle just managing one. You had to manage all of them and come through it and be the successful person you are today. Fantastic
Thanks
job.
so much. Yeah,
Well, I'm
appreciate
going to ask you a couple of quick fire questions now. Oh.
I was already nervous yesterday before the competition. Now, don't make me nervous again.
I know when I start with, oh, you know it's going to be okay. There you go. All right. Question number 1. Dream city to win a marathon in? Which one? Which city? Which one of the big 6, I guess, or whichever? Which marathon would you, the one you'd love to win?
I'm already from Germany, and the first major marathon I ran was Berlin Marathon.
Yeah.
And that was really incredible, like the atmosphere I saw for the first time. And then when I broke the German record under 2:05,
Yeah.
it was like it's touching something, you know, like right and left was like full people, like the atmosphere, and I like you have to close sometimes the ear because like crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I saw like another world, like wow, how it's feel like the whole working hard, it's paid off, you know. And I think Berlin is like one of the biggest thing, but yesterday also very incredible in London Marathon. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
it. Yeah.
let's say Berlin then.
Berlin, yeah.
Let's say
I
Berlin.
stay
We
in
can
Berlin.
happily say
I
Berlin.
just want to be friendly.
You're always friendly. You don't need to
Thank
worry
you.
about that. Do you have any pre-race superstitions? So is there anything you do before a race that you have to do before every race?
I'm a Christian. I am Orthodox and I believe on God.
Yeah.
So I always pray.
Pray.
And the first I do before the race is like I just wake up and I pray, and then taking a shower like cold and warm water.
I could do the warm. I can't do the
Yeah, and then just going down to take a breakfast, like a double espresso. It's going for me.
I'm taking notes of that for me. That's double espresso. Yeah.
That my adrenaline is going fire,
Yeah.
and I'll be back to my room, checking everything is there, my shoes, the number, the chip, and the music is one of the important thing. I heard like reggae and African hit songs,
yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
If everything is there, I go to the bus into competition. That's always what I'm doing.
And
But
you're ready to roll.
for the first, I think I always pray first.
Pray first. All righty. What's been the most painful race? So where things really hurt?
Oof, this is marathon and the last.
Everything hurts.
That's the only thing. Trust me. When I'm by 38K,
Yeah.
so it means like I have above 4K. Oof. Like I have to give. Yeah, you have
Can
to
you
give.
explain that? Can you explain the pain? What is the pain like? Is
It's-
it everywhere? Is it joint?
I love the pain.
Yeah.
I love the pain.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I practice also before.
Yeah.
Do you know, we are doing also sometimes like 14K, 35K,
Yeah.
something like that. I mean, the pain is like not similar because it's like competition, but we almost have that one. And even if it is hurt, like I like the pain because after you done it, after you did it, the way you feel is so special. Like you're very free. You feel like everything is yours.
Wow.
You know, that's like that's why like it's the last hard work
Yeah.
for everything you do like for 3, 4, 5 months, and you think everything like if you are in the last 3 kilometers, do you know what you think? Like you think back for the everything you work hard. Like wow, I do that. You know, it's just like 3, 4K. So you give everything what you have.
I'm sitting here with a big smile,
Yeah.
nearly getting convinced to go and do a marathon.
And then you just-
Because I gotta feel that. I want to feel that
I know, yeah.
euphoric moment that you're describing there.
Yeah.
But for me to go all the way to 38K before I feel that, are you sure I can't go any quicker? Wow.
It's like
Okay.
you think like it's just 4K, and then after I finish,
Yeah.
I go to the warm water, I go to sauna, I go celebrate with friends. That's what you think. Like, let me finish. So I want to do that. So let me finish first.
All right,
Yeah.
that's a little taking it. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Can you give me one word, a single word, how you felt when you broke the national record?
It's not easy. Like, I have a lot of word for that one.
Yeah.
Like, pays off, The hard working is paid off,
Yeah, it's paid off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, paid off. Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah,
you cross
pays
the line,
off.
you see the time, and you go, it's paid off.
Yeah, it's paid
It's
off.
worth it. The work
I
paid off.
explained it before, like,
Yeah.
if it doesn't happen, if you just drop out somewhere, like, why you lose everything? But if you done it, like, wow,
Yeah.
I deserve,
Yeah.
it's paid off, it pays off, it's cool.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get that. Okay, if you could train with any athlete from any sport, who would it be?
Okay, now I have to be careful again.
Because this could be a wish, right? Because you can say, if I would want to train for football with Messi, right? And nobody would go,
Yeah.
oh, Ronaldo.
I think it was always like my
Oh, you could be
dream.
hurdles with me. You could,
No, I love to run with you too. I mean, I'm a fan of Neymar, he's also from Puma.
Yeah.
And he was explaining one day that he's doing also like some endurance training, like the longest was like 6 or 10K.
Yeah,
But that's what we do. And I just want to check him, like
yeah.
how long he can go.
Cool.
Like,
Yeah.
and I always follow him. He's really cool.
Yeah.
And I hope I have the chance to train to run with him,
him.
like as easy run, and then I won't teach him.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
Like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think you'll be inspiring to him anyway. So, what is your favorite running shoe? Which one is your favorite?
That's a really good question. We have one of the best shoes. It's behind you. It's behind you. I love to show you because I make it the shoes. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't make it this in the fabric, but I did a lot of things about the shoes. So I have.
Did you feel proud of this?
Yes, I'm very proud of this. Is R3 Faster R3 PUMA shoes. It's a race shoes.
Yep.
It's very light. It's 170 grams. It's absolutely comfortable, and especially the way it's spring you high and then push you to the front is one of the best things I love on the shoes.
So my next 19-miler, I should run in a pair of those.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yeah.
think of you.
And we are going also, by the way, that's like 170, and we have for next year for 2026, which is 123 or 120. I'm not sure, but it's very light.
So,
And I'm very excited. So the challenge is coming more.
so do you feel that Puma is totally going wild?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. We are growing very fast, and that one is not the last. So coming more.
Amanal Petros, it's been a pleasure talking with you today.
I'm so happy to meet
Thank
you.
you.
That's crazy. I'm happy. I couldn't even believe it. I'm waiting to see everything what we said.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. Proud of you too. Yeah.